Sally for Buffet, there's Dorothy for Quattro apparently. Here's Relina, and these two still manage to never get their words out of their mouth when they actually see each other, but their mutual understanding is stronger than ever. It's like, what did they? No, that's them. That's just what they're like. That's Hero. He's truly got the heart of space. Fucking hell. That big flower, that's the symbol of the thing, with the ELS is, she can't really easily explain it to people for Marina, but like, it's pretty easy. I gave a dude a flower, and then that became a symbol of cooperation. Like, imagine it like an olive branch or a giant dove for anybody else, but for him it's this particular flower, that's all. Like, it's actually very easy to explain, but Marina's dumb. Setsuna meets her at an observation port, and they both agree that each other's actions were correct, and though their methods differ greatly, both could understand each other, which events prove is easier said than done. And Celestial Being will continue to work as an independent force, but there's every reason to be optimistic about their relationships with the regular army. But for now, Setsuna's going to be heading to the ELS homeworld to try and achieve a deeper understanding between the two. And he promises to be back sooner or later, and if we go by the actual events in the movie, he comes back like fucking 70 years old. Shingeta Dragon's new role is to serve as an interdimensional delivery ship, and it's got a little adventure and daring do in between its deliveries, but you know. And the older boys, yeah, the Ghetto and its middle-aged pilots, and everyone was like, "Hey, you're only as young as you feel," and we'll be along for the ride, and Hayato will be doing further research into the Ghetto Rays to find out what actually the fuck is going on. Koji's going to complete his dream and go to space and fly around and have a good time, and he still remembers Zeus's words that he and the vastness of space await. Something about the Sea of Stars itself calls to Koji, and Tsubasa, with a little reluctance, gives him her blessing to go. And she expects that by the time he's back, Shiro will be a man, and his dad will have opened his eyes. And Sayaka and Bossa come along for the ride too. Why not? Bakayaro! Can't let you go and get cool without me. I like how they're officially Boss's gang now. 21st Century Security Company are up to their elbows in paperwork. And, like, oh, this sucks. Yep, no, you gotta do lots of shit. There's a lot of whole stuff. It's important. And then the guy gets on the phone, he's like, right, I got it. He's like, there's a suspected scene of a possible quake. And the guy's like, hell yeah, let's go, Yama. He's like, oh yeah, here we go. We're gonna go. And then the guy's like, hey, you've got so much paperwork, you've got to take on some with you, alright? Like, just take on some with you. He's like, what, you think you can't fight heterodynes and paperwork? He's like, hell yeah, I can. I'm an ally of justice. I can do anything. So you can protect peace too. Only Callan and Rival are gonna graduate from their high school class. Rival's gonna follow Millie into television, but Callan doesn't know what she's gonna do yet, except, you know, that it'll involve the good of Japan. And she's gonna start with parent-child stuff, though, in the future she's wanted all along. And Lelouch and Situ and Suzuku. Lelouch and Suzuku aren't gonna give themselves the luxury of joining in, and they're like, oh yeah, we've been invited to take part in the Japanese government or Todo's newly formed special ops unit, oh yeah. But Lelouch says there's no need to hurry to a decision. These days of peace should last for a little while. But when someone arises to mess things up, as they always do, Lelouch and the others will be ready. And then from a distance, he bids Callan a fond congratulations for her graduation, because his fight as Zero, the miracle worker, will continue for all time as penance for all that bullshit he did. Also time for graduation at Rindai High, where Sosuke and Kaname are going to be graduating, despite their absences. And Kurtz is having a shit time, because he's the one who's got to carry around fucking Al in a really heavy briefcase, instead of being in the robot. And as they all have a little banter and have a little chat about how much that dude sucks, and I was like, it's a joke! It's like, this dude's jokes are on another level. It's crazy. He's like, yes, I've tried very hard to learn to make laugh. But then, yeah, Sasuke and Kaname arrive just in time. She's like, Sasuke, we're gonna be fucking late. He's like, sorry, I could not find my school uniform. I forgot where it was. It's like, anyway, we gotta go. We gotta meet everybody, you idiot. And he's been busy fulfilling his various promises to Kaname, including taking her to see the ocean. And there's only one left, to kiss her once they get back to school. And then it was like, whoa, they're doing it. They're smooching. Incredible. Wow, wow. Amazing. Yeah, there you go. Smooch. Everyone cheers. Rapturous applause. Hell yeah. They did it. Nice work, everybody. And there's Hibiki. And Maki. Look, there's Shinya and Maki. And Misako. And though she's suffering from memory loss, so she doesn't remember any of the bad shit that happened, and all of her stupid bullshit mind control stuff, she's in good enough shape to resume nursing for the kids, and they're feeling great now. And Maki internally says there's a pain deep within her psyche, but she can't put her finger on what it is. And Hibiki from a distance bids Shinya and Misaki to not worry, and bids them a fond farewell. Because Hibiki is now the captain of the Solarian. That's his job now. There's no Z crystal, so it's harder to control now, but you know, Jimin's got no sphere either, so he's gonna make up for it. And he's gonna be a solo gate traveler, all the more ambitious, just him flying around in a battleship by himself with a robot. And Tria's patched up Jiminian as best she could, but check the monitor. Yeah, it's like, yeah, there's Jenny and patched up best I could. Nice work. And there's the gate. Boing! And then all the Jokers come through it, all of Z Blue, and they're like, hell yeah! And everybody, each world has sent a representative to see Hibiki off. And that's the new super dimensional world, where you can just show up and talk to a dipshit who's decided he's gonna fly through space on his own. After you know, like, after the message was cooperation and friendship is #1. But, you know, that's that guy. But for what it's worth to it, Hibiki has cut his hair as promised. And then they're like, wait, how much? And he says 3 centimeters. And she's like, dude! But yeah, even though Hibiki can pilot the Solarian on his own, he will need a navigator. And Eiji's dead, so here's Suzume saying, you try and ditch me, shithead! Trying to leave without me? Fucker! It's like, but you said you were gonna go back to being a teacher. It's like, yeah, her first thing as a teacher is going on a sabbatical. Broaden her horizons and keep an eye on her most naughty student. And then Nier's like, oh yeah, Suzume's going on a honeymoon! He's like, thanks Nier, thanks Simon, you have a good one too. And Vicky's like, wait, what? He's like, no, we're married now, fuck you. But call it the start of a new adventure or whatever, they're doing it. And Hibiki's gonna go see, like, everything with his own eyes, the world that he helped defend. Nice work, everybody. And then Hibiki went into the hole and was never seen again. Father, mother, sister, ZBlue, and even AG. I'm going. Super dimensional fuck vote, disgusting. Yeah, there's only 2 people on it. What'd you miss? Oh, just the entire epilogue that you weren't here for. And that's the end. That's the end of Z3. They completely flubbed Asukim completely after having him be a weird mystery, and then they just go, oh, we don't know why he's the way he is actually. Don't know. Why is he weird and like Messiah? I don't know, maybe the machine saw someone and was like, yeah, I'll do that. But again, the theory that the complete opposite of Masaki, who gets lost all the time, is someone like can find anything. It goes on for fucking 62 million years. They didn't even attempt to do what the fish reactor was or did or anything. They just mentioned that it was the dreaming fishes, and Asukin used it while he was asleep to have a dream. Brilliant. Great. But friendship is the best and number one. Everybody talks to that dude. Has a rowdy time. Yeah, like, Hibiki is just, like, the blandest OG dude. He's got a girlfriend who's so beautiful that even Crow, the man who's scared of women, wants to fuck her. It's like, alright, dude. And he knows Bruce Lee's martial art, and he's as good as Bruce Lee. And he's hunted down grizzly bears, which even Ryoma from Getter Robos is like, whoa, that's hardcore. And for some reason, at one point, he rewound time, because that needed to happen. And then he forgot that the lady could teleport, and teleported her outside his thing. Like, he just ejected her, and then she teleported back, like, you fucking idiot. But it's like... It would have been better if Suzune was the main character, as it should have been. Like, when they first leaked the shots, people said, one of these is the student, and one of these is the teacher. But it's not the ones you think, and you look at her, and you're like, yeah, like, she's just wearing, like, a generic school outfit with a yellow jumper on. And he's just a weird teacher dude. No, he's the student, don't worry about it. Yeah, the time travel thing just, like, all it did was just like, oh, Hibiki's so cool, and everyone's like, whoa, dude. Like, and then people are like, oh, if you try and do that again, you'll, like, cease to be human, and you'll die, or whatever, and you'll get lost and erased from the Akashic record, or whatever. And then it doesn't come up until the end again, where it's like, oh, if you try and use all that origin lore, you'll die. It's like, we already know that that's a downside from Z2. Like, we already know that's a thing. Like, we didn't need a reminder of Hibiki being the ultimate coolest mega big boy of all time. AG was the Edel Burnell, and everybody hated him for mind controlling them. Even though that mind control saved them and saved the universe, but they all hate him because, you know, he's the Edel Burnell, and that's the worst dude of all time. He's the end of heaven. Yeah, nobody talked about it. Everybody, like AG was like, hey dude, here's the crystal with Esterin. If you do your fucking bullshit, you might end up even worse. And that was it. Like, that's the only two mentions of that ever again. It's like the fucking, oh, Kawaner's alive. Never seen again outside of that. The scene where they go, oh, he's alive again. Yeah, and it's like, everybody being cool with Zero Root isn't the canon one, obviously, because he's still, like, he did his big turn, and they mention it in this game, that he was Emperor Lelouch, which he isn't when you do that route. So, like, the canon route is them being pissed off with him, but then everybody is just like, nah, it's fine, afterwards, as it is anyway. And it's just like, hey, alright, sure. And they fucked up because Bonta doesn't have any lines against any of the bosses except Advent, which is bullshit. He should have lines against everybody like he did in part 1. He should talk to Vildark and he'd be like, tell me, why do you fight? I cannot join you, proud beast. It's like, it's easy. You could fucking done it. You could have had him talk to everybody. But instead, he spoke to nobody. And then this was where Terada went, alright, I'm gonna be done for a bit, alright? Like the interview, like, because Japanese is a garbage language, it was sort of, like, vague enough where it was like, this was gonna be his last one, and then he's gonna step down, and someone else will take over. But then it turned out actually he just wanted a rest after doing one big, huge thing, non-fucking stop. Yeah, too many cool OG baddies who were all used to. Yeah, like everyone. It was like, oh, everybody's got their own counterpart guy. And then they each have like 2 stages each on 2 route splits, and then they're one thing each. It's like each one gets like 4 stages, and they just don't get enough like showtime. Like they don't get enough camera thing. Yes, I do want to load the courier data. Yeah, Tina got 1.5 stages and Doctor got 1, which he shared with. Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, we managed to get Noriko. It's at 3,500 box exactly. Shah 358. Not bad, not bad. Let's screenshot that.